What's up, folks? Alaska Pin is here, and today I'm gonna talk about 10 records from 2010 or from the 10s. Alright, so this is gonna be a journey. Brace yourselves. The winter is coming, but it's more to the late part of the year. Okay, off to a good start. We'll start with Salad Days by Mac DeMarco. It's a record that was released in 2014. It has 11 songs and a beautiful cover. It's Mac on the cover. And you got really cool songs on this album. You got Salad Days, it's the opener, Blue Boy, Brother, and Chamber of Reflection. It's that song it's that song that has a sample from a Japanese song. So yeah, it's a really cool song. And man, I really enjoy Mac DeMarco, and at this point I was really a fan, man, because it's when the hype, it's all, exploded, and it was really cool to listen to Mac DeMarco, man. I'm a sucker for Mac DeMarco still, I don't listen to his stuff that often right now, but I always like to listen to what he has and to his new releases and such. Okay, after this one, it's one of my favorite bands. A lot of bands that I'm gonna mention are some of my favorite bands. This record is called Endgame, and is from a band called Rise Against. This record was released in 2011, and man, it is this record is a little bit different from the rest of the stuff that Rise Against put out till that date. This is a little bit more poppier, if it makes sense, and you got really cool songs in here. You got Architects, Help Is On The Way. Help Is On The Way, I guess it refers the New Orleans tragedy, that happened some years ago. Make It Stop, it's a song that talks about bullying and that physical and mental abuse. You got Satellite, Broken Mirrors, Wait For Me, This Is Letting Go. Man, I really love this record, man. It's a beautiful record from Rise Against, man. They do know how to put out good records, and they've made it all the way through their career. Through their career, they put out great records, man. This is one of my, not one of my favorite, but one of that I listen the most. Back in the day, I used to download the songs and kept it on the MP3 or the MP4. Kept it for months and years maybe, and this was one of that records. So Salad Days was one of that records also. All right, okay. Also, this record that I'm gonna mention, I don't know if I've mentioned this record before. The next record is called Sun Structures by a band called Temples, and this record was released in 2014. Man, it has really cool songs. If this was a vinyl, I would really like the side A, the first 6 songs, because I love them all. I love them all, Shelter Song, Sun Structures, The Golden Throne, Keep in the Dark, Mesmerize, Move With The Season are my favorite songs from the record. 12 songs, I really enjoy 6, so a great record. Man, this is more psychedelic, that new psychedelia, poppy, not poppy in that sense that it's too polished. No, but it's I don't know. It's a freaky psychedelic rock. They don't dive deep in the scene and they go crazy, but it's psychedelia, all right, neo psychedelia, maybe in the same stuff that the old Tame Impala did, you know that psychedelia vibe. I guess it's more yeah, it's more like it. Really enjoyed this album, man. Some Structures by the Temples. They're really cool. I have this on CD. So yeah. All right. After this one, from a psychedelic uh, band, psychedelic stoner band. But this record is really a lot of stuff going on. It has some kind of heavy metal to it, but it's not metal. So yeah, they the band itself, it's called Cadaver, and the record is For the Devil, Travel Fast. Cadaver, man, they used to say that how they because they call themselves occult rock at some point, I guess. Let me check what I'm saying, but I think it's really that. Stoner rock, Mahmood. Okay, just give me some hard panning. Yeah, they changed, but yeah, they used to tell them they played some kind of occult rock or doom rock, because it has a lot of that influence to it, you know. It's really cool, man. I really like the band. Yeah, Cadaver. And this record, man, was out in 2019. You got songs like Evil Forces, Children of the Night, Dancing with the Dead, Demons in My Mind. Man, this record, I used to spin this a lot on my DJ sets, because it's really cool, man. This record, it's really cool, and it was a surprise for me because the 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 stuff they released before this was a little bit different, and this was like a new breath of air, and it's really cool, man. Cadaver, they kick ass. They have a new record. I still haven't listened to it, but I will listen. I will listen. After this one, this is probably the wild card in here. It's Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. Man, this is some weird ass shit because it's R&B, it's hip hoppy, some rock in the mixture. I don't know, man, but this is an amazing record. This record was released in 2016. It has that famous song called Redbone. Redbone was like my favorite song for a year or two, man. Even though I listened to a lot of metal at the point and stoner and punk, man, this song, man, it's catchy, man. It's a perfectly made song, and that's it, man. You made it in life. And this record opens up with a song called Me and Your Mama. It's a slow but then rocky, groovy song, and it's really cool. You got some cool songs in here, man. You got Boogeyman, Redbone, California, The Night Me and Your Mama Met. This guy talks about my mama a lot, man. I will punch you in the fucking face. And you got Stand Tall also, man. Stand Tall, it's the song that closes the record, man. 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Perfect. All right. After this one, I got one heavy record for you. Not that heavy, but Once More Around the Sun. It's a record by Mastodon. It's really heavy, man, in a good way, because I guess this one was right after Deer Hunter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, Deer Hunter, no, The Hunter. Yeah, it's right after The Hunter, and I talked about The Hunter before here on the channel. It's not my favorite record from Mastodon, but I listened to it some months ago, and I guess it was the vocals that threw me off. But in this record, Once More Around the Sun, dude, this is perfect. You got a lot of man. The three vocalists, they sing as hell in this record. You know, you got Motherload, you got High Road, Ember City is a kick-ass song, Halloween, Diamond in the Witch House, Halloween. Brent Hinds sings the whole damn song, you know, and it's a perfect kick-ass. I don't know, man. I imagine myself, if I rob a fucking bank, I will put this song on and I will go, you know, and I will drive myself into a fucking tree or something. But if you listen to the fucking song, you'll get what I say. And dude, at this point, Mastodon does what Mastodon wants to do, you know. I don't know what to call this record, man. I know it's a metal record, but which kind of metal? I don't know how to classify, you know. I love to put genres and on the stuff, but man, Mastodon, I say this a lot of bands I say this what I'm going to say, I say a lot from a lot of bands, you know. Motorhead metal, Venom metal, Black Sabbath metal, you know, that shit. This is one of that cases, you know. Mastodon metal, they play, I don't know what they play, man. They kick ass, man, you know. It's kick ass metal. I guess it's a good way to identify the music, you know. They fucking do it, man. And I really love the cover, man. The cover is psychedelic. It's freaky. I don't know, man. Mastodon, they you know, rest in peace, Brent. But yeah, that's fucked up. After this one, it's a Portuguese record. A Portuguese record made the list. Yes. All right. First, cheers to Rick Shane, the guitar player from Sinistro, the band that I'm mentioning, and the record is Cement, or Seed for the English speaker people. And man, this is a Portuguese doom metal record. Female voices, female vocals, and this was out by Season of Mist, so it's a fucking cool record. And this was one of my favorite records from that year. And I guess I guess it was in this year that I went to see them. Let me check. On Amplifest. If it was not this year, it was the year after. Yeah, it was in this year that I saw them on Amplifest. Back in the day, Redemptus was one of my favorite bands, and Sinistro, they went to play on the same festival, and I got the chance to saw them both. It was really, really cool. It was a beautiful day. Columnwald City played there, also Minsk. It was a beautiful day. Mono, I guess, played there, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, the first song is called Partida. It's a beautiful song. You got Relíquia, also a great song, and it ends with Fragmento, a 11-minute song, you know, and it's beautiful all the way through, you know. Sinistro, they do this kind of, I don't know to say gothic, because this is not gothic for me, but they deliver a great doom session for you, you know. It's not that traditional doom. If you're into, I don't know, Saint Vitus, this is not the same doom, you know. It's not Black Sabbath doom, but this is a great fucking band, you know. If you haven't listened to it, do yourself a favor and go listen, you know. They kick ass, really, man. they have some new stuff going on. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm gonna pass right to my metalcore phase on the 2010 era. This is a record that I have on vinyl. It's Runes by Bury Tomorrow. It's metalcore, man. Straight to your face. Screams, clean vocals, you know, breakdowns, mosh parts. I can't ask for much more than this, you know. If I'm a metalcore fan, I really love this. So yeah. And this is a masterpiece, man. This record is really a masterpiece. You got songs like Man on Fire. It's the album opener, huge banger. Shadow a Creator, The Torch, Watcher, Darker Water, man, of Glory, Last of the Ice, dude. And they this version, you have the Torch acoustic version and the Watcher Part 2. It's a slow down, it's a ballad, you know, and yeah, it's a really cool record, man. If you're into the metalcore scene and you haven't listened to this record, do yourself a favor and go listen. Of course, I'm not choosing my favorite 10 records of the 2010s. I'm just selecting 10 records, you know, that I really like. So next, Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. I listened to this record a fucking lot in 2011 and 2012. I was really a huge fan of Avenged Sevenfold. I listened to this record a lot, you know. Mike Portnoy is on the record. It's not his best record, but it's a great fucking record from Avenged Sevenfold. I really like almost all the fucking songs. It has a lot of sad songs, you know, because of Rev, and man, it's really cool, man. You got Save Me, Fiction, Victim, So Far Away, all sad songs, all sad songs. But then you got Nightmare, Welcome to the Family, Danger Line, Buried Alive, Natural Born Killer, God Hates Us, Tonight the World Dies. Man, bangers. And back in the day when I had my first band, we covered Nightmare. It was a bullshit vocal part. I was the vocal guy, you know. It was really hard to sing this shit well. And the more I grow older, the difficult it gets, you know, because you try to do the shit that Shadows does, and I'm not fucking Shadows, you know. But yeah, it was a really cool record, because at this point I guess they're paving their own way, because they don't play exactly what metalcore sounds like, you know. On the second record, I guess the second record, Waking the Fallen, I guess. They were pure metalcore at that point, you know, and after that they paved their way with the clean vocals part, you know. He screams, but he doesn't actually does like a ripped scream, you know. It's not metalcore-ish scream, you know. And man, at this point I guess they're how can I say, they're paving the way to the future, you know. After this record came Hail to the King, that it's hated by a lot and then it's loved by another a lot, you know. Back in the day, I did not enjoy the fucking record. It's more, you know, it's the same, but at this point of my life, I got a little bit of a different opinion, you know. It's a good, it's honest work on the drums. I don't know, I don't know, man. Maybe I grew a little bit and I started to, you know. They did the best they could, you know. But yeah, listen to the Nightmare, man. If you're into Mike Portnoy, listen. You will not know that. You will not listen. That is Mike Portnoy playing, because it is playing, I don't know, normal times in this. You know, it's not playing that groovy, funky shit that it plays in Dream Theater, you know. So yeah. And I'm gonna end with one of my favorite records ever from one of my favorite bands ever. Top 3 ever. It's called Santa Sangre by Los Carniceros del Norte. Man, this record is filled with, how can I say, Latin movies, horror movies, you know. You got La Noche de los Walpurgis, Gritos en la Noche, Las Tres Caras del Miedo, No profanéis el sueño de los muertos, Rojo Profundo, Domingo Negro, La Maldición de la Llorona, Veneno para las hadas, El ataúd de los vampiros, Miss Muerte. Maybe Miss Muerte is not my favorite song of the record. I don't really enjoy it. Alucarda, Amantes de Ultratumba, and it ends with Kill Baby Kill. Dude, go take a listen to Kill Baby Kill, man. This is a perfect way to end the fucking record, man. It's filled with, I don't know, man, power, energy, man, a lot of stuff going on. This record, it's more death rock, punk, gothic, goth, you know. And they're from, I guess they're from the Basque Country, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, I really loved them. I really loved what they done, you know. As I talk on the last video, I met Hugo, the guitar player from Los Carniceros del Norte, back last week. It was really cool. I really enjoy to meet one of my heroes, one of my musical heroes. You know, it was really cool. And yeah, man, Santa Sangre, I really love this record. Santa Sangre is also the name of one movie. You have to check it out if you're into the horror stuff. And yeah, folks, that's it for today. And I hope you have a nice day, nice week. Comment if you know any of the records. I don't know, man. Reply to the video if you want. Tell me your favorite 10 records from 2010s. And that's it, folks. Have a nice week. Cheers.